What's going on?
What's up? What's up? We back.
Back another live episode. Wise words live from the porch once again.
Yes, sir.
Got a couple special guests today, Bing. How you feel about that?
Yeah. Of course, Keenan, Cruz.
Yeah.
We got a couple special guests. We gonna start doing this every week. Try to bring some special guests on, touch on a topic that they can relate to, and maybe give each other and give some people out there some knowledge on. So we have my younger brother right here. What's your name?
Hi,
School
man.
grade.
Khalif Everett. I go to Upper Darby High School, and I'm in the 12th grade.
Nice. And today we have my little sister as well. Name and grade, please.
Hello, my name is Amiyr Cruz. I'm in 9th grade, just starting high school. So.
Yeah, so these guys, they both go to the same school. Like I said, me and
Ironically.
Cruz know each other. These guys go to the same school. It's only been about 2 months, but they didn't even know each other went to the same school. They'd never seen each other
Until
before.
today.
School's so big. School's so big. So
generation, right? That's that generational.
it is.
Cruzes and Everetts.
And you can miss out on a lot of that school, man, if you're not paying attention.
Especially up at Darby. It's a
So-
large, very large school. It's one of the largest schools on the East Coast, right?
Yeah.
That's what they say
Yeah.
on
Population-wise,
population-wise.
right.
That's true.
Yeah.
But let's dive right into it,
We're
Bean.
gonna get into our quote of the day,
Yeah.
really fast. Quote of the day, just throw it out there. Reaping a harvest starts with sowing a seed.
Reaping a harvest starts with sowing the seed.
Reaping a harvest starts with sowing the seed.
Okay. You want me to take a shot at it?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll crack it.
I want you to
Reaping
tackle
the
that.
harvest starts with sowing the seed. My take on reaping the harvest starts with sowing the seed. I would say, the care and the care and what you give to what you're about to plant and wait to develop is kind of like what you'll get out of it. It's like if you give a lot of positivity and a lot of attention and a lot kids, what do kids? A lot of positivity, a lot of attention, a lot of direction in the right way. That makes for a great benefit. I think that makes for a great benefit of harvest.
Right. Right.
When that grows and it's ripe, pick it. Being what you got.
There you go. Reaping the harvest starts with sowing a seed. As you can see, as anything like trees, you have to plant a seed. You gotta have good soil. You gotta water it. You gotta take care of it. You could relate it to a dream. Maybe it might be a dream you have. You nurture it. You take care of it. You protect it. You feed it. You feed it. And then one day it turns into this big thing that you have in front of you before you know it, because just day in and day out, you're just giving it care and more care and just paying more and more attention to it. So you will reap your harvest if you do that. Just constant, many habits, each and every day, just feeding your seed. So
Feed that seed.
you will reap your harvest if you sow your seed. All right.
I love
Like
it.
I said, our topic today relates to our guests. Today's topic is our future is only as hopeful as our youth.
Run it back again.
I'm gonna say it again. Our future is only as hopeful as our youth.
And here they are. So kind of where we're going with this. Like I said, there's two generations of family here, and with that being said, we just kind of just trying to keep an eye on the future and maybe forecast what may come about. So this brought me and Keenan to the topic of high school, and high school was a big learning platform for you and I. We built a lot of connections and things like that. But we're kind of want to touch on some of the things that like what high school has prepared for these young folk here. So you want to just jump off with the first one. Let them know how you feeling, man.
First, I want to ask my brother here. I want to ask you what are some things that you feel high school has taught you? And when I say taught you, I don't mean books wise. I mean life skills to prepare you for the next level.
Life lesson.
A big thing high school has taught me personally is without punctuality,
Yes.
you won't succeed. I mean, as far as getting assignments done on time, getting to class on time.
Punctuality.
If you're not punctual, you will not succeed.
Teaches you how to meet deadlines. How to work in a timely fashion, but also give quality work. Okay. That's definitely a positive thing. Okay, I like that.
Yeah. Now, how you feel about that? What are some things that you feel as though high school has? I mean, you are in ninth grade, so you're fresh to the high school thing, you're new to the scene. But what do you feel that high school, can teach you or may have in store for you?
Hmm.
Or what have you learned so far?
Um, I'll probably have to say a more sense of community and also a sense that you need to be on your game because, in middle school and elementary school, if you fail, they let it slide and you go on. But in high school, if you fail, you fail. You don't get you get a second chance, but you gotta work hard to move on to the next grade. So it's about working hard, getting good grades by yourself, working hard, doing your own thing, and making it to the next grade.
Love that. Love it.
Definitely,
Love it.
definitely.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like being prepared for these things that may come about. As far as with high school, I feel like you definitely got to be aware of the lessons that are being thrown your way because you know when you're not home, you may run into those certain things that your parents just will not and cannot be able to help you with, and you got to take those things on the chin. So whether you're learning a lesson the easy way or the hard way, you got to know when a lesson is being taught. And I feel like these young folks are definitely picking up on it. You know, the punctuality and
Definitely.
and definitely just being prepared for what you may
and,
have.
and working hard. Work ethic is a big one.
Yeah.
And I had talked on. The next question I want to ask is, what are some things that you think that high school hasn't taught you that you think that you should have or could have learned from high school? I know you're still a young guy. You just turned 18. You still have a lot of learning to do, but maybe it could be financially wise. It could be mentally wise. What are some things that you think that you could have or should have learned from high school that it just wasn't there for you to learn?
Well, from transitioning from high school into what I call the real world,
Yeah.
it is a lot of things that you could have missed out on as far as like financial wise. Like not all classes are mandatory, as you know. So it might be classes like human roles and relationships, like how to treat people at home and in the workplace, or accounting, how to make sure how to balance checkbooks, or it might be something as simple as getting a job, or how to act when getting a job,
How to
or
fill out
during
applications
during
or
the
a
interview.
resume.
Those,
Right.
those are a
What's
lot
the
of
one
things.
class you had when you had to have the
Yeah,
baby?
that's heavy.
Oh,
child
it was,
development?
Yeah,
Child development. That's another
Oh,
class.
shit,
They actually
child
give.
development.
They have a class where they make them. What do you have to do in the class?
Well, basically, the class is about child development, but one project I had is I bring back a baby simulator. It weighs about 9 pounds, roughly around the size of maybe like a
And
2
would you
month
take
baby.
care of it for like a day?
Yeah, you take
Okay.
care of it for one night, give it back that next morning.
It's like a real baby though. It cries and everything. You have to
Yeah.
change the diaper. Wake up in the
I
middle
took
of the
it.
night.
It
You have
has
to.
sensors on it.
So that's
It knows when it's crying, when it needs its diaper change.
That is
when
a
it
good
needs
thing
to be
that
fed.
I
they do
passed
that
child
right there.
development, but my baby was horrible. I honestly I left it in my drawer, like in my middle drawer,
Oh man.
so I wouldn't
Good
rock it.
thing he doesn't have
So I
kids.
wouldn't rock it. Yeah, I'm not there yet, but that's that's for another one. Anaya, how about you? What are some things that you feel like high school can teach you, or something that you feel as though you should learn, or something that you're looking forward to learning?
Something that I should learn or look forward to learning.
Yeah.
I would probably say more of like important things in life, like how to deal with like taxes, basically, like stuff that's
Like
important.
financial.
Yeah,
Like some
like
financial
financial
stuff.
is important because many adults have lots of financial problems because of tax, and they don't really help you out with that type of stuff in high school.
How about learn how to build yourself, like learn like personal skills to build yourself up.
Like confidence and stuff.
Right.
I think they should teach kids stuff like that. But
That's actually a really good point.
That is a
'Cause
good point.
School doesn't
Building
really teach you that. You kind of
self-confidence.
they throw you in there with a bunch of other people, but sometimes people do have those. That's a personal and or like a mental aspect of it. But that's actually a really good point. Like I definitely agree with that. Me and you both know from school in general people who lack confidence or just some people who just weren't socially
They tend to have a tougher time.
attentive.
They tend to have a tougher time in life. They do.
Yeah.
We'll move on to the next question. How do you guys balance work, school, family, extracurricular activities, and just your own personal free time? Like, is it really difficult? Because I know you guys have a lot going on, along with your teenage stuff. I was a teenager, so I know. Is it tough to balance all that stuff day in and day out? I mean, these school years are not short. So and you got your parents on your back all the time, constantly. So how is that for you guys? And now you can speak on it first.
It is actually a really big struggle. Like, I had a terrible struggle last year in 8th grade. I was really stressed out, and it's like the balance in between is kind of really crazy because it's like when you go home, you're most likely going to be tired because I play volleyball, and last year we had practices until 4 o'clock. Sometimes we stretched to 5. And coming home, you come home at a certain time and you're really tired. You're exhausted from school because you had to get up early. You're exhausted from running around all the time. And then you realize, oh, I have homework and it's like due tomorrow. And so you're just like, I have no time to sleep. Therefore, I have to do my work.
Preach.
And then you're just so tired. So you have to work and then you nap.
It's
And
a lot.
sometimes you might not even get a chance to eat dinner because you're sleeping because you're just so exhausted.
Go ahead, Khalid. What'd you say? Khalid said preach. Go ahead. Go ahead. You
I
want to touch on
mean,
it?
I can definitely attest to that because as humans, you already sleeping a third of your day away. You know, they want you to get 8 hours. So now you got 16 hours. They want you to be in school for 7 of the 16 hours. So now you're down to 9 hours with about 3 hours of practice. Now you're down to 6 hours with 2 hours of homework. Now you're down to 4 hours.
Cutting you
What's
short.
guys good at, man?
I mean,
he breaking it down.
I mean, now you want to live out everything you want to do on your own as far as whatever you love to do. You know, some people like to come home, play 2K.
Right, your personal time. That's your
You know,
personal
take
time.
a
You
nap.
need that. You
You
need
play
that
ball,
free
right?
time.
and
Ball's
everything, and
She
everything,
said 3 hours of practice.
Oh, yeah.
everything that you would like to do, you got 4 hours to do it right there,
Jeez.
and then you right back to the cycle.
But do you agree that's an efficient amount of time to do what you like to do?
I mean, it depends what you love to do. I mean, what I would do with my personal 4 hours, I'll get some sleep and play some 2K, maybe talk to some girls, you know.
Okay. Nice.
Can't argue with that one.
We do know you guys doing a lot, so it's good to hear. It's good to hear.
It sound like a full job. It's like you like
I
a
mean,
grown person
yeah.
almost.
All right, I got another question, a few more questions
Yeah.
for you guys. Do you feel hopeful that high school has prepared you for life after graduation?
High school by itself,
Yes.
I don't think could have prepared me for life after high school because it takes the people out of high school to help you transition, either if it's from middle school
Need those
to high school
influences.
or high school to life.
Those
You need them
influences, yeah.
people in your life to help you transition, you know? And high school is very impersonal when it comes to things like that. I mean, I have almost 3,600 students in my school. So it couldn't have single-handedly taught me how
So
to.
you attribute other sources like your peers and
Of course,
your
of course.
family and teachers as well, and just learning experiences overall. Okay. Okay.
Now, how about you? You know, do you feel like high school has prepared you, to be a productive young woman in society after high school?
After high school, when I take time to think about it, when the more and more I think about what's gonna be like after high school, the more I get worried because they don't teach you the basics that you need to know. So basically, it's like as soon as you get out of high school, you have that high school knowledge, but you're on your own besides your family to help you figure out what you gotta do.
street smart.
So you feel like you need like that extra influence of outsiders to kind of make you like a well-rounded person. You feel like, or do you feel like high school can can build you as a person, like just single-handedly high school, like just high school itself? Do you think that could build you, like, or how much do you think that could build you?
I
as a
mean,
person?
it certainly does build you up because you're basically learning how to present things. Like if you have a project and you have to present it. And I was told by my teacher that at the end of the year, there's going to be this huge presentation that you have to present to like the teachers and the staff about your life. And it's like they're going to give you more and more projects so you can build confidence to present and feel as though it's okay to talk in public and have your own voice, basically.
Nice, nice. That's good stuff.
Okay. I got one more question actually. What roles do you plan to play in the future to ensure yourself a bright path along the way?
Well, the path I plan to take after high school would involve special education, early child development, and that's pretty much it. Because I love working with kids, and the way you keep from never having to go to work every day is to love what you do.
Do something you love. That's right. That's correct.
So, I think that's how I'm gonna play my part. To help the generations after me. Teach them.
Give back.
Get back.
To
That's,
the
that's,
community.
that's an excellent point. How about you, Naya? What roles do you plan to play in the future to ensure yourself a bright path along the way?
Well, I actually kind of want to help out more of the introverted people, kind of like me, because
Okay.
it's like there's people who have like a lot of talent, like they're really talented people, but they're so quiet because they're scared of being judged by other people.
That's a great point.
And most of those people like drama and are into writing,
When she says
poetry,
drama,
or
she
other
means
stuff.
like
Theater.
Like theater.
And it's basically like I would want to help them out so they can know that it's okay to go out there. Just like my theater director, Alex, she said that we're all one big family and we shouldn't be afraid to show each other our true faces, and that we shouldn't feel as though we need to put on a facade to show that, oh, I'm cool, oh, I'm something that I'm not, but instead to show yourself and be yourself
I
and
love that. Right
be
there.
honest.
Yeah.
I love that.
That way you'll be
I think
accepted to
that's-
those.
That is an
around
empowering lady, whoever that is.
High school is all about. High school is where most people find themselves.
you. Mhm.
And the
Get it.
longer you are in high school, the closer the friends you have, but the less friends you have.
Yeah.
Because the more you find out about people.
Like you said,
All
being
my
yourself.
friends are really into what I am really into. And that's pretty much why I am my friends.
All right. So, do you have any advice for Naya for her going through her 4 years in the same place that you just went through your 4 years? If you could give her any advice at all, what would you say to her?
As far as school,
As far as school, and like I said, you guys are in the same exact school. She's going through the same exact school you went through. So just as far as
School or just life in general, you know?
Yeah,
Just like,
as far as school and life in general, I say don't burn any bridges. Because
that's
later on,
hard. That's real.
relationships and who you know really pays. It really helps to know.
So true.
Because the longer you live, it's not really what you know anymore. It's who you know.
Ooh, no.
That's a great point, man. That's a
That's
great
an
point.
excellent point.
That is a great point. All right, man. So that about wraps it up. But I do have one more point.
Yep.
The Upper Darby School District, I actually just read this. They have a $4.7 million budget surplus.
Mm.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
All I can say is they do know how to spend their money. But imagine if they told you guys, like, what would you do with that money for the school district?
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
And actually
That's
did
crazy.
something with it.
That's crazy. Crazy.
I would immediately get a ball returner.
Yeah.
I'm sick of getting my own rebounds when you.
All right.
Show a lot of love to the theater department too, because we, like you said, we have young people growing up who are are soft spoken or
Right.
barely spoken at all.
Mhm.
So definitely try to reach out to those people, or those students, and try to find some kind of way to acclimate them into the entire school. You know what I'm saying? Like, not just to a certain couple classes or just to themselves, but find those teachers that are able to open these people up and
Right.
build those kind of
Right.
connections, because
And release
everybody
the
needs
greatness
help.
in them.
Yeah,
That's what it's about.
everybody has potential, but how do you tap it is the question.
Right. That's gonna leave with another little excerpt from the late great Whitney Houston. It just says, "I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way." All right, thank you guys for watching again. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, Anaya. Thank you, Khalif.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Tom.
you
Thank you,
guys.
Tom.
We wish you the best in the future. If
Yes.
ever you need, any advice from us, I hope we can help you out. But best of luck to you guys in the future, and I hope it's a bright one for you.
We are here, and thank you all for watching too. We'll definitely be back
Live
with
from
another
the
one.
porch.
And if you guys got any comments or advice or anything like that, definitely just shoot us a message.
We want
shoot us
all the
live.
feedback. All the feedback we
Everything.
can get.
Everything.
All
We
right,
want
thank
it
you
all.
guys. Respect
Thank-
yourself.
Have a good one. Love life.